Hey guys, welcome back. This is Indigo Moon. Guys, when I started out on this platform, I was met with a lot of different ways in which people want to view me. People saying, oh, here she goes again. She got another bright idea. Or, you don't know everything. Why are you always talking about something? Or, oh, you said that last year that you was going to start a YouTube channel. And look at you now. People are going to meet you with so many different ways in which they feel comfortable with. Starting out with a glass of water. Oh, anybody can start with a glass of water. Why should we talk about water? People meet you where they are, okay? Sometimes they don't realize that you're trying to make certain improvements. And if you are, maybe they just don't understand. They don't understand because they are not there yet. Sometimes that seed just has to be planted in the ground in order for it to, grow into that actual tree. We are not looking at other people and understanding them all the time. Just like you don't even understand some of the ideas and how they come about in your head sometimes. All we know is that they're happening. And as things are happening, let us really look at life and know that life is both beautiful and it can also be a challenge at other times. But to be self-made means regardless of what another person is doing or saying, you're still standing in alignment with God. You're still trying your hardest to be the best person that you know how to be. There are going to be people who are going to be copycats. But that's a compliment to you that maybe you might be stepping in the right direction. Maybe you might be onto something as to why people are following after you. Everybody can't be a grape and everybody can't be an orange. You have to be what God has placed you at being. You are the chosen one to be in the shoes that you are now filling. Self-made means you are looking at what has been taught. You're looking at what is going on around you, and you're saying, how do I fit into this, this whole situation? How do I become who I want to be? How do I start my day off? Am I looking in the mirror and telling myself that I love myself? Am I looking at life from the right glasses? You have to answer that question because it measures up to whatever it is that you are trying to measure up with. We are all going through our own experience. And while having these different experiences, we've got to look at how it is that we want to reflect. Throughout the day, you go through so many different things. Some things are planned, some things are unplanned. By the end of the day, when you're actually sitting at home or laying in bed, you can evaluate. Did I do everything that I set out to do today? Did I help someone today? Did I give back to my community today? Whatever it is that you want to accomplish, it sometimes has to begin with a plan. Sometimes you might journal it. Sometimes you might just put a note on the refrigerator to remind yourself. Maybe you might take your lipstick and write it on your mirror to make sure that you don't forget. Whatever it is that you're setting out to do, make sure that you do it with love. We don't seem to be sharing love as freely as we could. Some people do it. Everyone does their things differently. Just like we think differently, we act differently. But it starts with the thought, and then the actions can then come and be applied, It's important that we really look at what it is that we are setting out to be, to do, When we look at life, we can say life is worth living and experiencing with love. And how is that working out for you? Because when you walk out your door and someone's walking a dog and you say, good morning, and you say a little something to the dog, we have to look at what it is that we're doing, because it's important that we are helping, whether it be a smile, whether it be a hello or good morning. Acknowledging other people is an important thing. I was at the library once, and there was a workshop going on. And when the workshop was over, there were these two people who just stood out in this workshop. I mean, one reason is because one of them reminded me to pick up one of the gifts that they gave on your way into the workshop. And I wanted to make sure that I did not forget to say thank you. I thought I said thank you, but I wasn't sure within me coming into the classroom kind of late, because I didn't realize that they were giving such a workshop. And then later on, greeting and speaking to the people outside, and there was one person sitting on the side that I did not acknowledge. And I didn't realize it at first, because these people, I'm telling you, the energy that they had some high energy, and I just, getting all caught up in what the conversation was, I did not acknowledge another person, and I felt so badly about it. And later on, I ran back into the room thinking I could fix the problem, but I didn't, because they had already left. It was they had a person with them, and it was a young lady, beautiful young lady. But for some reason, like I said, I was so caught off guard. We're all human, and sometimes we're going to make mistakes. We are not to be so hard on ourselves. And I'm saying this because I can be that person who'll be hard on myself. And one day we will definitely reunite and be in each other's presence again. And then maybe I can get that opportunity to acknowledge that person who somehow I overlooked. In life, there's going to be certain things that we overlook. And if we can revisit them, learning how to correct our mistakes without not only being hard on ourselves, but doing it in a gentle manner, so that everyone in the room is maybe comforted in some way. Rome wasn't built in one day. So how is it that you're going to expect for so many changes to happen so quickly, within this lifetime? I was sculpting. I was trying to create something. And when you're molding something, and in the classroom setting, there's always an instructor that can help you do a better job. I wasn't doing such a great job, and I don't like to give up. So I kept on trying, and somehow it turned into something that I did not expect. But it's something that I can actually place on my desk and use as a paperweight. So we're not always going to accomplish the same goals. But even if we accomplish part of it, we are partially there. When we're being hard on ourselves and we're looking at life and not realizing that even when you are self-made, it's going to take a village. It's going to take certain individuals to complete the task, complete the assignment. Sometimes we get to a certain position and we feel as though we are it, and we forget about the people who are part of the invention. You see, I was never a person to say mind your business. Someone told a story once and they said that I said mind your business. I never liked that term, that way of anything being said, because to me it was almost like a slap in the face. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, with some of the experiences that I've had recently, I really want to say mind your business. But I want to say it in a way that you receive it differently. Like when I say mind your business, I could say mind what it is that you need to take care of, because in all honesty, if you were spending that much time taking care of your own business, you would be more successful. So when we're looking at other people pointing fingers and stating that this person did that, listen, all of that, all of that pointing fingers is leading us in the wrong direction. If we were all focused on all that we could do on our own for ourselves, and then accepting some of the help from the people who are supposed to be on your team, we would be most successful. You know, I have a few projects that I've been working on recently. And it seems as though, oh my goodness, like I do not have enough time in a day to complete all of these different tasks. So I am learning to receive the help from others, but it is very difficult when you feel as though you can get it all done by yourself. I'm so used to doing that. But sometimes we have to take things, sometimes we have to change things. And changing them up doesn't mean that you're doing anything less. It's just that you're receiving more of an opinion from those individuals in your team. And team means not just you. It means everyone being able to give their actual part, share their opinions and their ideas, So let us not forget that everyone is important. Let us not forget that even if you say that you are self-made, God is also a part of that self who lives within you. The individuals who are helping you are part of that self because they are part of that team. Let us begin to try to work in a more efficient manner that is going to help each and every one of us get to set the goal and be able to successfully grant that goal into being. So that's been my word, guys. I hope that you've received the message, and thank you so much for joining us. This is Indigo Moon. Have a good one.